How you doing, folks? Anthony here from Volvo Wexford. Today we're going to give you a quick walk around of the all-new 2025 XC90 petrol plug-in hybrid. There's a lot to talk about with this new model. The first thing I'll point out is everything from the windscreen to the front of the car has been redesigned. So it comes with this all-new grille on the front, which is absolutely stunning. It also has an updated LED headlights of the Thor's hammer, which is a really nice touch. We also have the nail going down here, so the attention to detail that Volvo do on the cars is just fabulous. This particular car that we're looking at is a bright edition. So what that means is it comes with the chrome grille on the front of the car. It also has the chrome around the windows of the car and on the bottom of the door. So this particular color we have here is denim blue, and in July we have two new colors coming, which is Aurora Silver and Mulberry Red. This particular car also is a Ultra, so it comes with the stunning 22-inch alloy wheels. The car also comes with 360-degree camera, and one of the big things that is coming standard on this car is going to be air suspension. So in terms of the driving dynamics of the car, absolutely fabulous. Another thing that has been spec'd on this particular car is going to be the privacy glass in the back. And if we go around to the back, there's also been a slight redesign on the tail lights. So they're much slicker and at night a lot more vibrant. So next what I'll do is I'll bring you for a walkthrough of the inside and we'll talk about some of the new features that's on this 2025 XC90. So taking a look at the car, the big visual changes for the new XC90 is going to be the dash and also the new infotainment screen that is in the car. It has been redesigned with this lovely wood trim and cloth finish around the dash. This particular car, because it's the Ultra, comes with the Bowers and Wilkins sound system. On the Plus, it's the Harman Kardon. Both are absolutely fantastic. Also, the center console comes standard with the crystal gear knob, and the wireless phone charger has just been moved up the front. So a little bit better in terms of the location of that, and it also gives you a little bit more storage space in the center armrest. The car comes standard with electric seats on both sides with memory seats for up to 3 people. This also comes standard with the panoramic sunroof, but actually when you open it, it goes right back. The car can also be fitted with sun visor curtains on the rear, which is fantastic if you have kids. One of the other things that I'll show you here is going to be the booster seat in the middle, which is now standard. So for the 2025 model, there's no need to spec it. And it also comes with its own climate control in the rear, as well as heated seats on both sides. The other thing I'll point out here is the one thing that Volvo actually kind of leads the market in, being a 7-seater, the internal space in this car is phenomenal. So with maybe some of our competitors, what you might find is that you lose space in the back. So we've had 7 people in the car, grown adults, so super comfortable. So sticking with the back here, the car comes with the electric tailgate. And because it has air suspension, it has 2 buttons on the side here which we can raise and lower the car, so a little bit more handy to get your bags in and out. It also comes with a hands-free power tailgate. So if your hands are full, there's no need to press the button on the keys or on the car itself. All you do is swipe your foot underneath and it will close automatically. Again, those attention to details is one of the things Volvo stands out for. The next thing I'm going to talk about on the XC90 is the fact that it's a petrol plug-in hybrid. So what that means is it has a 2-litre petrol engine. And what I will say is gone are the days where diesel's the workhorse or the most economical car. These engines that are in the new Volvos are highly economical, but you do get the benefit of the electric motor. So what that means is that with the Volvo, you will get between 55 to 75 kilometers on a charge, depending on the weather and obviously how you drive it. So with this car, for example, if you have solar panels, you know, it'll really cost you nothing in terms of running costs if you fit into that window. Now, the other thing is, if you don't have solar panels, you put the car on the night charge, so you get a cheap electricity. So again, in terms of being such a large vehicle, the running costs are super, super low. Before we go for a test drive, in this particular model that we are taking out, it has the cardamom interior. So if you take a look here, what you'll notice on it is the new stitching that's in it. So the attention to detail is just absolutely fabulous. And also any kind of long distance driving, it's a really, really nice place to be. So as we're going for a drive here in the XC90, one of the key things I'll actually point out is going to be how quiet the car is. When a car is in EV mode, one of the big things that some manufacturers might struggle with is going to be the road noise. So we're in electric mode here, and even up to 80 to 120 kilometers an hour, the road noise is super, super low. When you're driving the car, especially when you're doing any kind of city centre driving, the steering on this car is going to be super light. So when you are going down back streets or tight areas, it's so easy to maneuver. And then what the car will actually do is firm up the steering for performance. Again, one of the big things that is going to be a standout feature on it is when you are doing any sharp cornering or turns, or you're on any back roads, the body roll is absolutely minimal. So usually with a higher up car, you would have quite a considerable amount of body roll. You do not have that in the XC90, in particular because of the air suspension. In terms of any kind of long distance driving, the car comes with adaptive cruise control. So what that means is it'll keep the distance from the car in front. If they slow down and stop, the car will slow down and stop. It also has a feature called pilot assist. So what that means is if we're on the motorway and we activate the adaptive cruise control and the pilot assist, the car will actually do the steering for you. So in terms of any long distance driving, it's just seamless. So the next big redesign is going to be the infotainment system. So we have this lovely, lovely tablet in front of us, very high definition. But again, because it's the Google infotainment system, it's made to be minimalistic. So we just asked the car to do pretty much everything. And I'll give a few commands here to give you a feel of what it can do. Hey Google, change the temperature to 19 degrees.
All right, changing the temperature to 19 degrees.
Hey Google, give me a list of Chinese takeaways in Wexford town.
There's Teng's Chinese takeaway 2.8 kilometers away.
And if we were listening to Spotify or anything like that, we would just ask the car. So really, really nice system. And the big thing is it actually works. We've all lived with Google all our lives, so it's the same thing. What it also means is because the car comes with its own Wi-Fi, it's exactly like having a mobile phone. So we can download apps to the car, Bluetooth, YouTube, even things like Prime Video. The really nice thing about it is that if there's two people driving, we can actually make a unique profile for one key for each person. So when you get into the car, it automatically loads your profile. So if I were to activate the pilot assist here now, I have the cruise control set at 50 kilometers an hour, and I can up the speed. So on the dash here, we can see that I have the cruise control set to 60 kilometers an hour. And because the pilot assist is now activated, as I come up to a bend here, I can quite comfortably take my hands off the wheel. It is now steering the car for us. And again, when you're doing any kind of long distance motorway driving, it's just absolutely fabulous. The next thing I'm actually going to talk about is the visibility in the car. Where the pillars are located in this car makes it really, really easy to get pretty much full visibility around the car, and also where the wing mirrors are located and the size of them. So the point of that is that even though it is a large car, it doesn't feel like it when driving it. It's super nimble, and again, when you are going down any kind of back roads, you know, if you meet traffic on the way, it's not a problem. So just a couple of more points on the systems on the car. So if I go into settings here and I go to driving dynamics, now everything is only ever 2 clicks away. So it's really, really, really easy to navigate. But I'm going to point your attention here to the drive modes. So we have hybrid, we have power, which will utilize both the battery as well as the motor. We have pure, which you can live in if you're just using the electricity. And one of the big features as well is the car comes with all-wheel drive. So if there's any kind of hazardous weather conditions, you'll have the confidence that you can still get around in this particular car. One of the other features we can actually do is on the battery, you have a choice if you would like to hold the charge on the electric motor and deploy it at a later date, or we can actually charge the battery from the engine. So a couple of really nice things that Volvo has thought of. The one thing I'm going to point out here on this particular part is, if you take a look at the cluster, is the performance of the car. So if I apply full power, you can see, if you look at the speed gauge, how quickly the car accelerates. And it is absolutely relentless all the way up to 160 kilometers an hour. So again, the only reason I'm pointing this out is that if you are going to overtake a tractor or a lorry, you have the complete and utter confidence that that car is going to move. And again, in terms of the performance, it's really a big area where Volvo shines. Especially if, say, for example, we're towing a horse trailer or something, the power that's in this car is absolutely considerable. But as I mentioned before, one of the main things with the new petrol engine is how economical it is. So if we're doing motorway driving, it's as economical, if not more, than the old diesel engines. So just in terms of the driving experience, absolutely fabulous. In terms of the safety features of the car, one of the key features is going to be the bliss system. So on the end of each of the wing mirrors, there's a little boomerang, and if a car comes into our blind spot, it'll automatically flash super vibrant red, giving you a warning. There's also the rear auto brake. So if, say, for example, we're reversing out of a Tesco car park and somebody walks into our blind spot, the car will brake. Granted, it's super dramatic, but it works. Really, really nice features. We do also have the panoramic sunroof, which is located here, and it's just a gentle touch. All you do is swipe your finger here and the panoramic roof will pull all the way back. One of the really nice things about this roof is how far it actually goes back. So it gives a really, really big opening. And again, what we can actually do is, when we close it, just by touching it, we can actually set it to a particular point that we want. And then when you lock the car, a sun visor curtain will come across. So that's our walkthrough of the XC90. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or looking for a test drive, please do let us know. We do have cars on display in Wicklow at Coral Leisure, so feel free to go up and take a look. And one of the big things that we're doing here at Wexford is we deliver nationwide. So if you're in any part of the country, it does not make a difference. We can look after you and give you extraordinary after-sales service. And we look forward to talking to you in the future. Cheers, bye.